Hey YouTube, Dignitas fans and League eSports fans. My name is Dig Novalas, and here with me is Eugene Reignover Kim. Formerly a jungler for Fnatic when they reached semis at Worlds in 2015, Reignover is now a part of the North American LCS as a jungler for Team Immortals. Reignover, say hey.
Hey guys, I'm Reignover.
Alright, let's move on to the questions. So, this week, you've started off really strong with this week's LCS. Immortals went 2-0 and looked to be a contender for a top North American spot. How does it feel beating one of the most hyped junglers in NA in Rush, the split?
mm, at like the beginning of the game, and when we even before we start, I was like being pretty worried because everyone was saying Rush is like really aggressive, and then he's a really good player. Uh, but when the game start, they trigger lane swap, so I knew that the game's gonna be not like super messy. It's not gonna be focused on jungler because normally when you do the lane swap, it's like there's like certain thing that you have to do as a jungler, so like you cannot really make plays. So I was like pretty not sad, but I don't really know the word, but pretty sad about the fact that we cannot really like play against like what people wanted to see. Um, but the game went pretty like one side, I guess. Like they make more mistake than we make, but I think like we played pretty solid, so I think we just win as a team.
It's pretty exciting. Yeah, I understand the pains of having to deal with a lane swap as a jungler. It's not a fun feeling at all. Alright, so following that up, Immortals came into the split as a team that almost everyone thought would do exceptionally. Based on professional players talking about scrim results, on the roster itself, I mean, your roster is composed of Huni, yourself, Pobelter, Wild Turtle, and Adrian, so you guys are pretty stacked. Do you think that you'll be able to maintain your momentum for the rest of the split and onto Worlds?
Mm, our practice are going pretty well, I guess. I feel like we know like the best way, at least at NA, like the best way to win the game, I guess. Um, I think, yeah. You mean like before World or?
Well, like up until Worlds, like the spring split, how you feel like you were going to be doing in the spring split, and then the summer split after that, all the way up to Worlds.
Hmm.
It's a tough one, I know.
Obviously, we of course like everyone wants to win.
Yeah, of course.
It should be super good if we win a spring split and even summer split. Mm, I think we have like really like big chance to win like this spring split, and maybe like if we win spring split, like our form is gonna be like higher, so maybe we can aim for better summer split. Like it happened at Fnatic, like we were not as good as summer split at Fnatic when we were playing at spring split. But after we win split, like we went to international league and then we gained a lot of experience and then we became like 18-0 at summer split. Maybe like yeah, even at Immortals, like like since now like we didn't really like play with each other so long time. So I guess like this spring split is like we just it's time to like know each other and then like try to like make more like team synergy together and like having more like experience of like international leagues together. So I think this spring split is like important, but I think that we're just aiming for like more, like even like world. So I think like we have really big chance to win spring split.
All right. So what I'd like to say is like, do you think that in the like you mentioned that on Fnatic during the spring split you had like a little bit of a rust time and then you like went 18-0 in the summer split. Do you think you can replicate that with Immortals with the
Mm,
roster that you have?
uh, yeah, I think me and Huni like we improved. Of course, like every other team have improved like since last year, but I think me and Huni is like better version of like last split, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
So like I think even our teammates, like everyone, like is like super have so much potential, and then I think everyone is like have like really like high motivation to like be better and better. So I think yeah, like mm, not super confident on spring split, but I think yeah, we're just if we just keep working on like we're doing right now, I think it's gonna be like pretty much the same.
All right, nice. So overall, you went from playing on a team that and reached semifinals at Worlds last year in Fnatic, and now you joined a rebranded North American team in Team Immortals. So overall, do you have similar goals in mind with your new roster? Like, do you think are you hoping you get semis or even farther at worlds? Like, what are your what's your end game? Is what I should ask for this upcoming for this
Like the
season
like the
six.
last goal, you mean?
Yeah, yeah, you're like your big goal for season six.
I think big goal, big goal should be of course winning world, you
Oh, of
know.
course, yeah.
Yeah, but like should be realistic. But even though like we go to realistic, I think like we like I feel like we're playing as a team like pretty well already. Like even though like we have been only practice for like less than 1 month. I think if we just keep up our practice and then if we just like keep trying to improve, if we don't lose our motivation, I think yeah, I think we can definitely go throughout group stage at World if we success to going at World,
Yeah,
of course. And then maybe if we like perform really well, we can go semi-final if we win the quarterfinal, and then if we're lucky,
yeah.
if we can beat some maybe LCK team, then we can go final, and then maybe we can win World, you know.
A lot of ifs, yeah. All right. So, overall, though, I mean, honestly, you've had a very exciting career so far. I mean, you played what with Incredible Miracles a while back. Then afterwards, you got scouted by Fnatic, and now are in Immortals. So now you've played in three different regions so far. What would you say are the main differences you've seen between each region when it comes to their attitude towards the game?
Mm, my first league career was when I was in Korea. I played at Incredible Miracle, and that time I was like super young. I was actually attending high school that time. I was like really like didn't really know like what to do, and then I was not even like mentally professional, you know. So like that time I don't like remember like how was like the environment because like I was just busy for myself. I was like super selfish player, you know. So I don't really remember a lot of things at LCK. Like I was like super panicking the whole season, I think. So and
Yeah,
then and then when I started at Europe, when I joined Fnatic, I actually like realized like how you should be professional. I mean how like realize about some things about like being a professional player because the organization was really great, and then the players and the coaches were like super motivated, and then like it was actually like my I was thinking myself like it's like my last chance, you know, to perform because I was already having like bad days, you know. So I was like really trying hard at Fnatic, even before I joined Fnatic. When I was like outside of IM, I was like looking for a team. Like when I was trying out for SKT, I was like trying out so much. So it was like I think it was like from Fnatic that I actually like play like with a professional mindset, like putting like every day so much effort. So for the question like you ask, I cannot really compare Europe to Korea because I don't really remember a lot of things at Korea. But Europe is like people were saying that Korea is like the best like competitive country, you know. I mean not like, best competitive like place that you can be like as a pro gamer. But I think at Europe like every team was actually like trying really hard, and then I actually think I don't know if it was only Fnatic, but at Fnatic like I felt like we are like more tryharding than when I was at Longju. I mean not Longju but Incredible Miracle. So like I think like the cap of the players who try hard and then like doing more works, or I think it's like pretty much similar at Fnatic from Korea because I don't really know about other teams.
yeah,
And at Immortals, I think like right now it's like beginning of the season, so everyone is like tryharding so much. Like we are practicing a lot, but I think it's like a little bit less than Fnatic, I guess. But I think it's still like it's like really like not I don't really feel that much of like you know like people are saying like if you want to like enjoy like so much of your life like you can just like go like or NA or Europe if you like to the Korean players, you know, Korean pro
yeah,
gamers. But I think like it's like pretty much the same. Like you also have to like try hard here. You also have to try hard at Korea if you really want to perform. So I think there's like not that much different, you know. If
yeah.
there is a difference, it's just like a communication, language, and like foods, I guess.
Okay. All right, cool. So let's change it up a little bit. So now you're in North America now. How's your experience in California been so far? And how would you compare it to Berlin?
Mm, 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 like when I was in Berlin, we I was like not really like wanted to like go out and then like do some like activities, you know. So um, if there's no special, if it's not like really special day, like we don't really like go outside of like gaming house. But at NA when I at Immortals, I think I'm trying to like be more like active, like even outside of league. I'm trying to like get myself outside of computer for even for my health, and like we're trying to like we even like go out a lot, not as a playing but just like eating foods outside and then like doing some activities outside as a team, you know. And then we go a lot of gym. So I guess like mm, I just feel like the Immortals, I think I'm just gaining like more like better health, you know, health. I'm being more healthy, you know.
Yeah,
I'm
so you're
eating a
just
lot of food. I'm gaining weight, you know.
having a better lifestyle overall.
Yeah.
Awesome, awesome. So I mean, I guess other than that, I mean, you just mentioned that you have been going to the gym, been getting healthier and stuff like that. Have you been doing anything else during the off season? Have you been, visiting friends, family?
Off season, you mean?
Yeah,
When I was in Korea?
oh, yeah,
Yeah, when I was in, I had like after World, I had breaks at Korea, and even after I joined Immortals, I had Christmas break to go and stay at Korea. So when I was at break, of course I stay with my family a lot, just chilling out, like preparing for the next season. You know.
yeah. All right, so let's change threads a little bit and talk about League of Legends overall right now. So, as I'm sure you've noticed, with the new system being implemented, the dynamic queue system for ranked.
Yeah.
And like the other day, I'm not sure if how frequently you browse Reddit or if you browse Reddit at all, but like there was that post about how your entire roster of Immortals had to play against TSM in the in ranked dynamic queue, and people right now are just like freaking out about it. A lot of pro players are commenting about how they feel like it's like making the practice very underwhelming and all of that when they're like going in solo queue and all of that. Or sorry, solo queue, duo queue, penta queue, whatever. What is your personal opinion and what is your take on the dynamic queue system? Do you think like do you think it hurts the practice environment, or do you feel like it's beneficial for League of Legends right now?
Mm, just for dynamic queue, um, I think after the new patch, I think our team played not that much dynamic queue, like maybe like five as a team. But when we played the games, like most of the games were against like pro teams, you know, CLG, TSM, Team Liquid, Academy, you know. Those teams are what I remember. I think that was, yeah. Instead of that, I think we played against like just other normal players. And how what I see is that if we have a matchup with the actual pro teams, you know, then like I don't think players are charting, but it's like maybe better quality than playing solo queue as a pro gamer because it's actually a team game. So if you are actually match up as a 5v5 team, then maybe you'll have better practice. But if you like match up with other just players, normal players, maybe it's like pretty not fair, you know, to the other players. Um, maybe it's just because like it's beginning, so and then it's not even like the regular season. So I think we just have to like just wait and then just see more, I guess.
Makes sense. Yeah. So I guess my another question that I want to ask is more about jungling in general. I mean, myself, I'm a high elo jungler, and so I want your opinion on this. right now, I've noticed a lot of other junglers have been talking about how exciting the current patches or like the preseason has been, because there are a lot of different champions that you can play in solo queue and all of that, and they're a lot of fun to play. Like, there's like Zac, Trundle, Doctor Mundo, Nidalee, Elise, Rek'Sai, etc., etc. Like Rengar, all of these guys.
Mm.
And so I guess what I want to ask is, as a jungler, how do you feel about like a massive jungle pool right now?
Mm. Mm.
And do you feel like it also affects like your picks in competitive play as well?
I think there's like, even though there's a lot of champion that you can play, right now, but I think there is like pretty much like limited champions, at least, that you can play, of course, but you should play at competitive. Uh, I think for sure like there's like way more bigger champions can be shown up at the actual stage, like, but it have not been like so long time yet. So like I think every team and every players are still like figuring out and trying at scrim and practice. So I think like after like 1 month or 2 months, I think like pretty much all things gonna set up.
No cheesy jungle picks that you wanna hint at or anything. No, nothing like that. Or is it just gonna be like we're just gonna be in the middle of the LCS and then suddenly another Olaf pick is gonna pop up and we're gonna be like, oh,
But yeah,
Reignover versus
Olaf
Taka.
is not a cheese.
I
Olaf
know
is
it's not
really
a
good
cheese.
champion, you know.
I know. I agree. I agree. All right, man. Well, overall, I guess that's basically all I've got for questions right now. Do you have any final remarks or shoutouts that you'd like to make before we wrap it up?
Hmm. I just wanna say maybe thanks for the fans, Just keep cheering for me, cheering for our team, Immortals, and then yeah,
Awesome, man.
just
Well, thank you so much for the interview, Rainover, and thank you to all of Team Dignitas' sponsors, and good luck to Immortals this
thank you.
season. Hope to see you guys at Worlds rocking it out. I'll see everybody later. Bye, guys.
All 5 players only need to focus about playing. That's all they have to do while the organization takes.
We're gonna win!
I think we'll win.